From Environmental Defense Fund's perspective, the SEPA law is as much about environmental protection as it is about transparency and accountability. Our current SEPA law requires that when taxpayer money or public lands are invested in development projects, that some attention is given to avoiding unnecessary harm to our state's lands, water, and wildlife. House Bill 795, the SEPA Reform Act, as you mentioned, doesn't as much reform SEPA as dismantle it.
When you say dismantle it, would it no longer require us to pay attention to the environmental impacts, or what's the practical effect?
What the bill does is it sets very high thresholds for triggering a normal environmental review so that only the very largest projects would be subject to that requirement. The result of that is that tens of millions of taxpayer dollars can be spent on projects that would essentially be exempted from the review requirement. In that reality, more projects will be done that cause avoidable harm to our rivers, our streams, our forests and wetlands and wildlife.
And I guess the argument for it is the same argument on the other things that we're going to talk about, is that somehow the SEPA and other environmental regulations are restricting necessary development, are costing us jobs. I mean, I guess that's what we hear.
Now, that's what some of the supporters of 795 make that argument, that this is burdensome. Again, it's not unreasonable for the taxpayers in North Carolina to want to know that their money's being spent responsibly, and SEPA law helps to do that. Taxpayers care about preserving our environment, conserving our natural resources, and protecting wildlife habitat in North Carolina. And if doing the review seems unreasonable to some of the private interests that are backing this bill, well, they don't have to take taxpayers' money and they don't have to build on public lands.